Nobody wants to spend hours or even 30 minutes making dinner at night, so today I'll be sharing 5 new dinners with you that you can make in only about 10 minutes or less. These dinners have simple steps, simple ingredients, but they taste bold. They really are so good. Let's go get started now. To start us off today, we are making this creamy tomato chicken. So to begin, I have 2 chicken breasts right here. I just cubed them into kind of like bite-sized pieces. Now I'm going to cut up my vegetables. I'm cutting up 1 head of broccoli, a cup of cherry tomatoes, and a cup of fresh spinach. You could always use different vegetables if you don't care for these ones though. But to this pan on my stove, I added in a tablespoon of olive oil. Once my oil was hot, I added in my chicken and my broccoli just to let the chicken and broccoli cook together for about 5 to 6 minutes or until the chicken is cooked through. Then add in your cherry tomatoes along with a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, and 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Let everything cook together for a couple more minutes. Now go ahead and add in your spinach. Then you're going to add in 5 ounces of softened cream cheese, then a half a cup of mozzarella cheese just to let the cheeses melt down. Then you could serve this beautiful dinner up. Like I said before, you could always use different vegetables that you love. If you're not a dairy fan, you don't have to add in the cream cheese or mozzarella cheese, but we served ours over a bed of egg noodles, but this is also so wonderful over a bed of rice. This is like so flavorsome. It is rich and so good. This is my first time ever making a peanut butter curry on my channel, and I am so excited. To this big pot on my stove, I added in 2 tablespoons of olive oil along with a diced yellow onion, just to let the onion soften for about 3 minutes. After that time, add in a tablespoon of minced garlic along with a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of pepper, and then 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is a little bit spicy, but it does add great flavor to this recipe. Then add in 1 teaspoon of paprika and then a half a teaspoon of coriander. Give this a really good stir. Now you're going to add in the remaining ingredients. So go ahead and add in a 14-ounce can of coconut milk. You could use any type of coconut milk that you would like. Then 2 15-ounce cans of drained chickpeas. Then 4 tablespoons of creamy peanut butter. You want to make sure it is the creamy peanut butter just so the sauce is silky in the end. Then add in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, followed by a 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro, then 1 tablespoon of lime juice. Give this a stir and let this simmer on your stove for about 5 to 7 minutes, stirring it occasionally. My house was smelling so good at this point, but once the simmering time is up, you could serve this up. We also served ours with naan bread on the side. This is just simple naan bread I got from the grocery store. I heat it up in the oven for a couple minutes and it's really good. We serve this over a bed of white rice. The sauce is so delicious. I could basically just eat that peanut butter curry sauce. It is amazing. You could also make this with chicken instead of chickpeas if you like, but those chickpeas are so high in protein. This is a delicious, affordable, scrumptious meal. Now we are getting started on these mini taco cups. So over to this pan on my stove, I added in a half a pound of ground beef. Just break that ground beef up and cook it through. Once the ground beef is cooked through, add in a 15-ounce can of drained and rinsed pinto beans or any beans that you like. Then a 1/4 cup of salsa, a 1/4 cup of water, then 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning. Give this a really good stir to kind of like combine the ingredients. Now it's time to assemble the taco cups. So over to my cutting board, I have large burrito-sized tortillas right here. You're going to want to cut circles in them, so you could use like a cookie cutter or any type of like large cutter you have. Or if you're like me and don't have a large cookie cutter, you could use kitchen scissors just like this. You'll need about 12 round tortilla circles, and then if you're wondering what to do with like the excess tortilla, you can make them into like tortilla strips. They're super good. You could like add them to burrito bowls for that, excess tortilla. But just spray your muffin pan with nonstick spray, then add the tortilla circles right into the muffin pan just like this. Fill the tortillas with the ground beef mixture now, and then you will top with a little bit of cheese. Bake this in a preheated oven to 425 degrees for about 4 to 5 minutes, or until the cheese is melty and the tortillas are